Captain Joe DePete is with me. He's the president of the Airline Pilots Association International. He joins me now. There's blame to go around on both sides. We've heard that already. I suppose the reality now is, though, your members, if furloughed, it's very difficult to bring them in and out and to retrain and all of those sort of things in the future. So are you more confident tonight of some form of standalone or not?
Well, look, Richard, thank you for having me on, number one. And, I'll speak with my colleague, Sarah Nelson, who you just had on before, from the Association of Flight Attendants. This has tremendous amount of ramifications. And yes, we are working in every way we possibly can to support whatever form this legislation takes, whether it's a broader-based bill or a standalone piece. What we're tired of is a lot of excuses and putting it off. Time has literally run out for Congress and the administration. On October 1st, as you know, the payroll support program expired, so thousands of aviation workers have been furloughed through no fault of their own. Workers who have courageously stepped forward and flown into some pretty tough situations, both internationally, here and domestically. We have the safest form of transportation known to man, and you have trained people trying to keep it that way. So I'm hopeful, but to avoid further damage to our economy, to our national security, right, through the CRAFT program, which I know you're very familiar with, the Civilian Reserve Aircraft Fleet. We really need a solution.
The problem is, and I don't want to be too blunt about it, but we've known about this for a long time, and Congress has known about this cliff deadline, and nobody's done anything about it. And that's the bit I find inexplicable.
Oh, you're absolutely correct, and we're equally as frustrated. Everybody on both sides of the aisle and in the White House have all said the right words, but the action isn't taking place. And trust me when I tell you, and you know how valuable aviation is to the rest of the economy, because if we go down, everyone goes down. This affects everything that we do, and it will only protract the recovery even more if we don't act, and that's what we need. So we're doing our jobs. All the aviation workers that you see out there, we're doing our jobs. We need Congress and we need the White House to do theirs.
What do you think is that window that the airlines have, which started at the beginning of this month, that furlough window before pilots really can't be brought back without serious retraining, serious efforts? How long have you got?
We only have, we're already past a deadline where we should have been before. Let's just face that right away, because we have people on the street right now. So it's already going to be very difficult to unscramble the egg. But every day that goes by, to train, we have a highly trained crew force. And, depending on where they are in their training cycles, if they've gone beyond the limits of their training cycles, this gets more and more complicated, and it gets more and more expensive for the carriers to bring it back. And what a lot of people don't realize is we've worked collaboratively with our carriers in our industry. Everything that happens in aviation happens because we collaborate. But I will say this. Some of the agreements that we have formed with our individual companies to share the load, right, to protect one another. Remember, these early retirements, these people are gone. They're not coming back. They sacrificed to get out early to save their companies and their fellow pilots' jobs. And you can't even include them as possibly coming back. So the furloughed folks are a whole nother situation. The security, after 30 days, your security clearances are all gone. You got to stop. You got to go right back to the start again. So lots of complications. And you know what the sad part about it is, Richard? It's all preventable. It's all preventable. It makes no sense to let good paying jobs go and then have to support them on already overburdened state and local governments. No sense.
Captain, I'm grateful for your time.